Welcome back, little nerds, to Pillow Talk Derm. I'm Dr. Idriss, and today I'm going to teach you your 5 easy steps to building back your skin barrier if you have inflamed it, and how to calm reactive skin, because it doesn't have to be a never-ending struggle. Yes, we have all been there, where we had near picture perfect skin and we were very, very happy, but because we got greedy and that little exfoliating acid caught our eye one too many nights in a row, or that retinol over there promised us the fountain of youth, or worse, we ended up using a skincare serum without even understanding why we were using it. So we went overboard, and in the process, we burnt our faces off, and with that, our skin barrier. That little protective layer that does more than just protect our skin and keep the moisture in, but it also helps to keep the damage out. The good news is, with the right reset, you can get your skin back on track within 1 to 2 weeks. And today I will be sharing that. But before I jump in, you guys have been seeing me wearing these PJs for almost 2 years. Those of you who are new here, we usually do something on Instagram called Pillow Talk Derm. But when we launched our skincare brand, Dr. Idriss, we originally launched it as Pillow Talk Derm because I was always in bed giving advice wearing different PJs. So my first ever drop for all of you guys was a set of pajamas that looked like this. And since then, we have upgraded them into these, which I have been wearing for nearly 2 years and testing them out, to the point where we've even created a nice cuff that can fold, so when you wash your face, you do not have to get water rolling down your arms. It is buttoned. There is an elastic waistband. It has pockets up here and below. And it is honestly one of the best PJs I have ever worn. And I have over dozens, maybe 3 dozen PJs. It's a lot. It used to be a massive obsession. So if you guys are interested in these PJs, sign up in the sheet below because something limited is coming to a storefront near you. I'm so excited to finally get them to you. And why did it take so long? Let's just say branding, rebranding, legal fees, financial issues, and then wanting to create better and newer products for all of you, skincare products, because at the end of the day, I'm not a fashion influencer, but I never keep a promise unchecked, and my promise is finally getting delivered. So if you're interested, please sign up in the link below. Which takes me back to, what the hell is a skin barrier? Because it seems like the internet has a lot of different answers to what a skin barrier is, and it's time that we set the record straight. Taking a bigger step back, your skin is made up of 3 layers. The topmost layer of your skin is also known as the epidermis. And the layer beneath that is known as the dermis. That's the layer of skin that has your collagen, your elastin, your hair follicles, your oil glands, your nerve endings. And the layer beneath that is your subcutaneous hypodermis, where the fat and the muscles live. The epidermis, the top part, ding, 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 is where your skin barrier lives. And the outermost layer of your epidermis is known as your stratum corneum, where the skin cells go from the lowest layer of your epidermis and they float all the way up in a 28 to 32 day cycle. On average, that cycle does slow down as we get older by 10 days every decade or so. And those dead skin cells, the little keratinocytes in the stratum corneum, eventually slough off. Your skin barrier is the epidermis. And the reason why your barrier matters is because it is your protective layer. It is the layer of skin that is keeping all the pathogens, angry free radicals, environmental stressors, slaps on your face, emotional breakdown, pollution, sun, salt, sea, you name it, away and out of your body. And it is also helping to lock moisture and keeping your moisture and healthy stuff in. So when you're stressed and when your skin barrier is damaged, what happens? We get moisture loss, increased sensitivity, discoloration, and even collagen loss, because those free radicals that are part of your environment and pollution can get activated into reactive oxygen species that then go into your skin and start breaking it down faster, which is not fun. So other than your skin cells and your epidermis, what else is your skin barrier made up of? 2 things. One is called a lipid matrix, and lipid basically means fat. It is made up of 3 things: ceramides, cholesterol, and fatty acids. So this fatty glue is holding your skin cells together, kind of like bricks and mortar. The bricks being your skin cells and the mortar being that glue that holds the bricks together. That is your lipid matrix. And on the top surface part of the skin is the elusive acid mantle. The acid mantle is basically that super, super thin layer of acid on the surface of all of your skin that keeps your skin at an acidic pH around 5 to 5.5. Because ultimately, the reason why our skin is acidic is so that if bacteria gets on our skin, it can eventually fizzle off before it gets in because of that acidity. It's amazing what science and our bodies can do. It truly, truly is amazing. So when our skin barrier is wrecked, what do we notice? Number one, redness and inflammation. Now, I'm not talking about your typical flush. I'm talking about redness that feels hot, tender, tight, warm, itchy, etc. That is your number one warning sign of irritation. Two, we have flaking and peeling. We start to slough off, we start to show moisture loss, we start to become patchy, which can lead to number three, dryness and rough texture. Because we start to lose moisture, we start to notice our deeper lines and wrinkles, and our skin starts to feel even more uneven and itchy, which can lead to four, increased sensitivity and burning. So any ingredient that you can normally tolerate, all of a sudden your skin now is more sensitive to it, because guess what? That top part layer of your skin, that stratum corneum, is now broken. Ingredients are coming in. Ingredients that could never go that deep are going deeper, and we're getting more sensitive to them, and we're feeling this burning, itchy irritation. Plus, combine that with water loss. It's like perfect storm of blowout, which can lead to breakouts, blemishes, pimples, you name it. That can also come in when we have an inflamed skin barrier. So a broken skin barrier can not only affect all skin types, it can affect all skin tones, which can make it a little bit harder if you're more melanated, because you may not at first notice the redness. Hence why I say, don't just look at your skin, listen to your skin. Feel your skin. If your skin starts to feel irritated or itchy or angry, because usually you start to feel the change before you see the change. And that is something that can really change the course of how your skin is going to respond when you act fast. So our 5 easy steps to fix and restore your skin barrier are, and I'm going to first state them and then jump into each one because I want you guys to write this out. Stop, soothe, stay gentle, reintroduce, and rebuild. Starting with number 1, stop everything. And when I say everything, I mean everything. I don't even care if it seems gentle, like a very basic moisturizer. I want you to stop everything. The only thing I will allow you to keep is to wash your face. Wash your face if you want, but with a very gentle cleanser like Vanicream or the Dr. Idriss Soft Wash. Both of these are extremely gentle. They're not going to be irritating, and they should not bother your skin unless, of course, you have a specific sensitivity to any of the ingredients in the list. They don't have to just be active ingredients. But when I say stop everything, that also means stop your sunscreen. And you may go, whoa, 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 whoa. This is coming from the lady who says wear the damn sunscreen every single day. Yes, stop the sunscreen. And if you ask me then, how do I protect my face if I'm inflamed? Because now I may be more prone to hyperpigmentation. You use physical protection. You wear a UV visor. You stay in the shade. You wear a broad brimmed hat. You don't go outside unnecessarily. Because the reality is, I don't want you putting insult to injury. And yes, sunscreen can insult your skin, unfortunately, because it has preservatives too. And you may be reactive to something in the sunscreen. So I do not want you to use anything. Now that we've stopped everything, the step 2, like I mentioned, stop, soothe, is to focus on just soothing and calming your skin. Focusing on just giving it basic soothing and calming ingredients like petroleum jelly and Vaseline to make sure that you are locking that superficial layer of your skin and minimizing anything that can come in and anything that can come out. Now, if you're really red and inflamed and angry and you know you're not that sensitive, this is where I love to face-based with diaper rash cream. And my diaper rash cream of choice is triple paste because I have literally gone through every single diaper rash cream on my kids' tushies, and I am telling you, this was the best one ever. It would help heal their cracked skin, and I'm not being paid by them at all. It was truly the best one. So the way it works is that because it has petroleum jelly plus zinc oxide, which has anti-inflammatory effects, it would help to heal and soothe your skin as well and not just act like an occlusive. Plus it has a little bit of cornstarch that would wick away extra moisture. So when you're putting this directly on your skin and an inflamed skin barrier, that can be helpful if you are making sure that you are also using Vaseline underneath, or you are making sure that your skin is not completely dehydrated, all right? When you're face basting for fun, just a side note, we usually add this as the last step after our skincare routine to lock everything in. But when we are using this purely for an inflamed skin barrier, maybe put a little bit of Vaseline first and then add that on top, all right? Number 3, stop, soothe, stay gentle. The goal of any routine after 2 to 3 days. You're doing nothing Vaseline or triple paste for like 2 or 3 days max. And then you want to really stay gentle with products that are very calming and soothing. You're looking for ingredients like glycerin, squalane, ceramides, colloidal oat to calm and soothe, like Aveeno's Calm and Restore. You're really trying to make sure that you are using things that are going to help to soothe and calm your skin, okay? And that have very low irritation potential. Azelaic acid is a soothing ingredient, but it can irritate, so I wouldn't necessarily introduce that first. Another practical tip is not to use hot water. Think of the pans and pots in your sink right now at this moment, hopefully not from last night. There's a lot of grease on them. When you put hot water on top of those pots and pans, and I said that word weird, it's gonna break up that grease, right? When you put hot water on your skin, we have that fatty lipid matrix that's gonna start to break up faster, and what's gonna happen, we are going to be adding insult to injury and worsening our broken skin barrier. So do not use hot water, stick to lukewarm water, especially during this stage. Once your skin is happy, you can have your little fun and eat it too, but at this point, we do not go hot, we go lukewarm, okay? We don't need it hot and heavy at all. That always fizzles. Trust me. And if you need love advice, we can do another love advice session. But for now, we're going for lukewarm. And then we do not rub our skin dry. We don't come out and go like this with our towel. We pat. Gentle pat, 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 because we do not want to be breaking our skin barrier. So now that your skin has fully rested and has become now happier over the next few days, ideally 1 to 2 weeks, we begin a slow reintroduction before we build a full skincare routine. And what we really want to be doing is patch testing every single product. Maybe one side here one night, the second night the same product, the third night the same product, you're fine. Test the next product, 2 nights, 3 nights. You want to do it 2-3 nights in a row consecutively to make sure that it wasn't a fluke that you passed the first night. And when you reintroduce it, you want to make sure that you do not get irritated to the same product on the second or third night. Now, mild tingling is acceptable, but a constant tingle throughout the use or a constant burning, irritating sensation is not acceptable. And if you have persistent redness, burning, or flaking, that means just stop. But if your skin can tolerate it, then we can build our routine. So when we start building our routine, the first thing we want to introduce is hydrating and soothing ingredients that are beyond the squalane and the ceramides and the glycerin and the oat. I'm talking about niacinamide, not more than 5%, or azelaic acid. You can start introducing this very slowly, and I would start with this for a few days in a row, maybe even a week. Once we've added the hydrating ingredients, we want to go into number 2, antioxidants like vitamin C. But we don't go for the harsh vitamin C, the ascorbic acid. We go for the cousins, aka tetrahexyldecyl ascorbate, what is in the active seal by Major Fade by Dr. Idriss. It is the cousin form of vitamin C that's not irritating. Why antioxidants is number 2? Because when you have an inflamed skin barrier, right, and there are free radicals floating around, you have increased reactive oxygen species that come in, go deeper into your skin and want to damage it all and make you more prone to collagen breakdown. So I want to introduce ingredients that are going to help fight all those free radicals to minimize their after effects, aka vitamin C. There are other antioxidants you could be using, maybe coenzyme Q10 even. You can use other things as well, but if you want a vitamin C to help jumpstart the process of discoloration and fighting that, go for the cousin, go for tetrahexyldecyl ascorbate, okay? Now, the next 2 can be up to your discretion. I would personally introduce, before an exfoliating acid, maybe a retinol. And I would do it 1 night a week for a few weeks, 2 nights a week for a few weeks, 3 nights a week for a few weeks. And I would go very, very slowly. And in parallel, as I'm going up from 1 to 2 nights, etc., I maybe would add an exfoliating acid on only 1 night on an opposite night of the week. So if I'm doing retinol Monday, Thursday, maybe I'll exfoliate on Saturday. That's it. And I will slowly build my routine back up, being very cautious at the cadence at which I introduce these other actives into my routine. The rule of thumb is less is more, and at that first sign of irritation, you pull back. You pull back, and you know what to pull back because you know what you've introduced and you know what's causing you that irritation. So there you have it, your 5 easy steps: stop, soothe, stay gentle, reintroduce, and rebuild. And no, I am not a fashion influencer. I am a doctor, but this is and will be first and foremost forever Pillow Talk Derm. And we are bringing back the PJs that I promised you guys 2 years ago. So if you're interested in these PJs that, like I said, have a foldable sleeve, and I'm not wearing the bottoms. I'm actually wearing my jumpsuit on the bottom, so I don't have my bottoms, but the bottoms do have an expandable waistband that keep things guilt-free and happy. Plus they have pockets. Trust me, I've been testing these babies out for 2 years. They are the best. Sign up below, and I hope you guys enjoy the very limited drop once they are available. Let me know what you guys want to learn about next week, but in the meantime, have a beautiful Saturday with happy, healthy, non-inflamed skin barriers. See you guys later.